What's going on, guys? Love Smash back with a brand new video for you guys today, and in today's video it's a little different than my usual Smash Bros videos, but I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and this is my top 30 picks for the upcoming Pokken Tournament fighting game, which is, if you guys don't know, it's kind of like a Pokemon hybrid Tekken fighting game that's coming out sometime in next year. It's coming out in Japanese arcades first. It's still no word if it's going to hit consoles in Japan or even America yet, but I figured we'd do some speculation towards it and give you guys my top 30 choices. Now, I know a lot of people may differ with my choices, and I may have forgotten a couple that you guys wanted included, but like I said, these are just my choices, and you guys, I want you guys to list your choices in the comments section after this video is over, who you think might be included, might not be included, or you guys like to see. Now, originally it's supposed to be a top 20, but it was so hard to narrow it down from a possible 718 choices to 20, so I said we'll up it to 30. And not only that, I included Pokemon represented in every single type group. So, we already know that the Pokemon that are already in this game are, of course, Lucario, who was in the trailer, along with Machamp. And there's still one more character that we still have no confirmation is 100% in the game, but early screenshots show that Blaziken is also in the game as well, who I think will make it as well, considering being very popular and all that. But let's get to my top 30 choices, and the first one is a given on my list with Hitmonlee. And I'd be very shocked if he was not in the game. A variety of kick attacks, being named after Bruce Lee himself. I think he's a shoo-in to make this game. I'd be very shocked if Hitmonlee was not included, him being one of the most recognizable fighting Pokemon ever, along with my number 2 pick, Hitmonchan. Named after Jackie Chan, boxing character, many punch attacks such as Ice, Fire, Mach, Dizzy, Comet, all those kinds of attacks. I'd be shocked if those two were not included. I'm giving those as my 2 definite picks. Moving on to my 3rd pick with Hitmontop, kicking attacks such as rolling kick and triple kick. I think make an excellent addition to the roster with those spinning kicks. Perfect choice for the game. Moving on to number 4 with Primeape. Everyone knows Primeape from the anime. Great choice from Gen 1, can use Karate Chop, Cross Chop, Low Kick, Rage, Fury Swipes. I think Primeape would make an excellent addition to the roster and be shocked if he wasn't included as well. Moving on to number 5 with Hariyama, who's kind of like a sumo wrestler type with attacks like Brick Break and Arm Thrust, and even like Force Palm and Smelling Salt. I think another great addition here. And most of these are, from the beginning, are fighting type. And moving on to a dual flying and fighting type, very rare with Hawlucha, and kind of like that Mexican wrestler look on him, like that luchador kind of type with many attacks such as like Sky Attack and Flying Press, Karate Chop, and High Jump Kick. Great addition. Then we move on to Greninja, who we all know from Super Smash Bros. 4, who can use attacks such as Night Slash and Water Pulse and Water Shuriken, Hydro Pump, Quick Attack, Shadow Sneak. It's a Frog Ninja. Greninja, I think, also a great addition to the roster as well. Moving on to number Scizor, great addition, Metal Bug type with Bullet Punch, Metal Claw, X Scissor, Slash, Fury Cutter, Quick Attack. Another great addition, in my opinion, to make this roster. Very speedy character as well. And of course, Mega Evolution. We know Lucario can use Mega Evolution. A few characters on this list will use Mega Evolution, such as Mewtwo. We all know Mewtwo is back in Smash 4, and why not include him in Pokken Tournament as well? Very popular, very probably highly requested for this game as well. I'd be shocked if he didn't make it in. So popular. We know he could throw down in Smash Bros, and I think the X Mega Evolution would be the right choice, considering he goes from Psychic to Psychic Fighting type. Moving on to Garchomp, a dual Dragon ground type. Many great moves such as maybe Fire Fang or Dragon Rage or Dual Chop, Dragon Claw, Dragon Rush, Slash Attack. Not to mention another Pokemon with a Mega Evolution, so I think Garchomp is a good addition as well. Moving on to Heracross, our bug fighting type. Many attacks such as Bullet Seed, Pin Missile, even Aerial Ace is a flying attack, Brick Break, Arm Thrust, and of course the infamous Mega Horn attack. And yet again, another Pokemon with another Mega Evolution. I think Heracross is another good addition to the roster as well. Moving on to Toxicroak, Poison, many attacks such as Poison Jab or even Sucker Punch, Sludge Bomb, and even Mud Bomb, Poison Sting. Any options there for a good Pokemon with a lot of poison attacks, can really do some damage. Moving on to my next choice with Keldeo. Now, a lot of people may look at Keldeo and say this is a very odd choice, but I want to include some unique Pokemon here. Not only is a quadrupedal, but also has the Resolute form and Sacred Sword attack, which is that infamous attack for Keldeo. Not to mention with attacks like Aqua Jet, Aqua Tail, Bubble Beam, Hydro Pump, Double Kick, Keldeo would make a very unique choice for this roster. Moving on to my next pick with Weevil. Not only does Weevil fill the Ice type, but gives us a Dark type as well with many attacks such as Icy Wind, Metal Claw, Quick Attack, Fury Swipes, Night Slash, Dark Pulse. Now moving on to my next pick with Swampert. Many attacks here, powerful attacks such as Hammer Arm or even like Earthquake. Attacks like Water Gun or Mud Slap or Muddy Water even. And when you look at Swampert's Mega Evolution, you just look at that, you're like, wow, that definitely seems like it would work in a fighting game, especially something like this. Moving on to my next pick is Throw, actually. And yes, he looks more kind of like a jacked Ernie from Sesame Street, but he's actually a Judo Pokemon with many possible attacks such as Vital Throw, Storm Throw, Circle Throw, Bulk Up, Body Slam, Superpower, and it's just another Pokemon you look at and say, wow, that's a perfect fit. Same with Salk, another Pokemon choice. Another fighting type is actually a Karate type Pokemon with possible attacks such as Brick Break, Karate Chop, Low Sweep, Double Kick, maybe even Counter or Bulk Up. Two good additions in my opinion. Moving on to my next pick with Mienshao. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going, who's that? Well, Mienshao is actually a martial arts Pokemon. Perfect fit, right? With possible attacks such as Aura Sphere, Force Palm, Drain Punch, High Jump Kick, or even Swift Attack could work in there. Moving on to the next pick, Infernape, who I've been seeing a lot of people request. Possible attacks such as Mach Punch, Ember, Flame Wheel, Flare Bits, and even throw Acrobatics in there for a very unique, quick moveset. Moving on to another highly requested Pokemon, and my next pick with Chestnut. Tons of possible moves, just to name a few, with Hammer Arm, or Vine Whip, Rollout, Needle Arm, Seed Bomb, Spiky Shield, even Wood Hammer, kind of like that powerhouse type Pokemon. Now moving on to my next pick with Lopunny, who is actually the only normal type Pokemon on this list, with many possible attacks such as Jump Kick, Bounce, Dizzy Punch, Quick Attack, Mirror Coat or Magic Coat could even work in there, and Mega Evolution actually makes her half fighting type as well. And moving on to my next pick with one of my personal favorites with Sceptile, one of my favorites with possibilities of Leaf Storm, Quick Attack, Leaf Blade, Slam, X-Scissor, Pound, and of course we all know Sceptile has his Mega Evolution now, which actually makes him Dragon type. Moving on to my next pick with Ampharos. Ampharos, one of our Resonant Electric types here, with possible attacks such as Dragon Pulse, Electro Ball, Thunder Punch, even Fire Punch, Takedown, Signal Beam, Thunder, Zap Cannon, and just look at that hair and that Mega Evolution. Reminds me of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Moving on to my next pick with Electabuzz, who a lot of people might say, why not his evolved form? But I feel like Electabuzz is a little more popular. Many attacks, Thunder Punch, Low Kick, Swift, Quick Attack, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, feel like it would work very well. My next pick with Zoroark, who I feel like a lot of people are requesting as well. Dark type with its infamous Night Daze attack, along with a bunch of other Slash and Claw attacks as well. Moving on to my next pick with our Resident Ghost type with Gengar. Could Lick, Mean Look, Shadow Ball, Hex, Dark Pulse, and Shadow Punch, just to name a few attacks for him. And of course, Gengar has his Mega Evolution as well. Looks like those fists are ready for battle. Moving on to my next pick with Gardevoir, who's actually part Fairy type and part Psychic type. Could kind of be like that long-range type of fighter with attacks such as Moonblast, Magical Leaf, Psychic, Stored Power, and even Teleport. And of course, Gardevoir even has a Mega Evolution as well. Moving on to my next pick with Gallade. Possible attacks such as Slash, Fury Cutter, even Leaf Blade, Psycho Cut, Stored Power, Confusion, Close Combat, just to name a few, a Psychic fighting type, and of course Gallade even has a Mega Evolution just like Gardevoir as well. Moving to my next pick, who is actually our Resonant Rock type Pokemon with Sudowoodo, who can kind of be like that powerhouse type as well, with many attacks such as either Wood Hammer, Rock Throw, Rock Tomb, Rock Slide, Hammer Arm, Low Kick, even Block and Mimic. And my final pick, my all-time favorite Pokemon with Charizard. We all know he could throw down in Smash Bros. Why not put him in Pokken Tournament as well? He's got to be at least like the second all-time favorite Pokemon next to Pikachu. Everyone knows Charizard. Everyone's going to love him. Dragon type, Flying type, Fire type. They're all mixed into one. Even's got his crazy awesome Mega Evolution in there. And those are my top 30 picks for the game. Wow, that was a lot, guys. But those are my picks. Like I said, we might differ on certain choices. But like I said, in the comments, leave the Pokemon you'd like to see or you guys think will make it in as well. These are just my choices, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. But there's still a lot of unknowns with this game. We do not know how big this roster is going to be, and there's still a lot to be decided with the fighting mechanics. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what the future holds with this game. But it definitely looks great. And also, like always, if you guys are fans of Nintendo news and speculation, fighting game news and speculation, and of course, Smash Bros. News and speculation. Make sure to subscribe for future videos. But in the meantime, I'm actually working on 3 new videos, which I'm hoping to get to you guys in the next week. One is going to be a Smash Bros. Videos dealing with the possibility of more characters and stages coming via DLC. The other one is a Mario Party 10 speculation video and ideas on what they can do to improve the game. And my last video is a part 2 of my Mortal Kombat X character and story speculation. So make sure to tune into those videos, check out the channel for future updates, subscribe, like, and comment. Greatly appreciate it if you do, and I'm hoping to see you guys with a brand new video soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.